Hello children, freedom struggle we are learning now. In today's class we are learning about the socialist and Congress Socialist Party. In that Jayaprakash Narayan, all that one we are learning today. Socialist means, see, in the society they want some revolutionary change. Such a thought people were there in the Congress Party. They were members of the Congress Party only, but they are having some socialist thoughts. So they came out of the National Congress Party and they established their own party. That is Congress Socialist Party. It is called. It is in the year 1934 they established this Congress Socialist Party. And General Secretary of this party was Jayaprakash Narayan. He is a very different personality, children. He learned in American University. So while returning only, is having the revolutionary, some socialist thoughts in his mind. So when he came to the India, he became the member of the National Congress Party. And when he started about the socialist thought, some other young men also, they influenced by the socialist thought. So all of them, they came out of the Congress Party and established the Socialist Party. Sorry, yes. Main leaders of the Socialist Party were Acharya Narendra Deva, Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose. These were the main leaders of the Socialist Party. Then this Socialist Party organized the farmers and workers organization to attain the social justice. Many organizations they made to attain to provide the justice for the workers as well as for the farmers. In that Jayaprakash Narayan, Ram Manohar Lohia, then Arun Asif Ali, then these were the leaders who taken part in the Quit India movement. It is about the Socialist Party, children. In that, we learn about the Jayaprakash Narayan. See, children, he born in the year 902. In that he born, people used to call him as a JP. In the short form, Jayaprakash Narayan is, people used to call him as a JP. He born in Bihar in the year 1902. And he received the higher education in American universities for more than 7 years. He is in America, he taken the higher education. Then while studying in America, he became very familiar with the socialist philosophy. That one attracted to him, socialist philosophy. Then after returning from America, he joined Indian National Congress Party with the guidance of Jawaharlal Nehru. Then later he formed the Socialist Party in the year 1934. In the year 1941, he was arrested. Then he kept in the Hazaribagh jail, but he escaped from there and he toured throughout India in a disguised dress. He changed his dress up. Secretly, he toured throughout India and from disguised manner only, he supported the Quit India movement. That time, Quit India movement started in India. That one he supported. Again, British came to know about him. He was in a disguised dress and he was supporting the Quit India movement. That one British came to know. So again, he was arrested in the year 1944 and he was imprisoned in Lahore Fort. Afterwards, they released him. Then, after independence, he entered the politics in the year 1974. And he started given the call for total revolution. Total revolution means drastic change in the society. That is called revolution. Total revolution he started. He given the call for that. Total revolution means in all the fields there should be a changes, drastic changes, social, economic, political, in all the field changes should be there to develop India. That one he given the call. Then after his recommendation only, Janata Party came into existence. Janata political party is there, no children? That one came to the existence. Then he died in the year 1979. In the year 1979, he died. Children. People called him as a Lokanayaka. Lokanayaka. He worked for the development of people, children. To improve the life of the people, he worked. So people given him title as a Lokanayaka. Followed? Yes, this is about the Jai Prakash Narayan. Now, towards independence. Now, British also, many struggles the Indians made for the freedom, children, non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, quit India movement, all that one started. Now, it became inevitable for the British to hand over the India to Indians. That one we are learning now. Yes, towards independence, that one we are learning, children. Just as said, many struggles were there in India, non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience, like quit India movement, home rule movement, many things we learned. All that one pressurized the British to hand over the administration of India to the Indians. Moreover, Second World War effects was very bad on the Britain. That pressure also they are having. So it became inevitable for the British to hand over India to the Indians. They decided to hand over the power of India. Then that time Labour government came to the power in London, children. Labour government and the Congress party, like this, two parties are there. It is decided to give the power to the Indians. Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, already they started taking major decision about the India, because now British are ready. British are ready to hand over the our India to the Indians. So now independently we have to rule it. We have to do the administration of India. So these leaders started taking the major decision about the India. Constitution writing, who election, when to hold the elections, who will be the chief minister, all that one they taken in the decisions. Then British government sent a cabinet commission to India to hand over the administration of India. They said that one in the year 1946. 1946, they are ready to give the hand over the India to the Indians. But Muslim League, under the leadership of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Muslim League we learned, no children? That commission, they demanded the separation of Pakistan from India. They demanded in front of British that first you create Pakistan as a separate state, then you hand over the India. Very miserable, no children? Pakistan, Muslim League demanded the separate state in front of British. So 1 year it will be delayed. In the year 1947, we got the independence. The other Indian leaders, the Mahatma Gandhi ji, Nehru, they were not ready to separate India. They don't want to divide India. Nearly 90 years all together we fought for the freedom. At the end, division means it is very miserable. So leaders were not ready. But Muslim League was very adamant, very strong in their demand. They forced the British to separate the Pakistan from India, make the separate independent state, then you hand over the power to India. Like that they demanded. So even British as well as many leaders like Gandhiji, everyone failed to convince the Muslim League. At last, it became inevitable to create the Pakistan as an independent state. On August 14, 1947, they created the separate Pakistan state and they given them freedom. Then next day, 15 August 1947, they given power to the India. What is it? One day early, Pakistan got the freedom. Next day, we got. So in the year 15th August 1947, we got independence, and the 200 years rule, British rule was ended, and more than 90 years what we struggled for the freedom now, that freedom struggle also ended. Got it, children? Yes. And That time, last Viceroy of India was Lord Mountbatten. Lord Mountbatten is the last Viceroy of India. He only handed over the administration of India to the Indians. Then, after independence, the elections were held in the year 1951-52. Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India. B.R. Ambedkar became the first Law Minister of India. Then Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel became the first Home Minister of India. Yes, this is all about our freedom struggle, children. At last we got the independence, the year 1947, August 15. Okay, children. Yes, lesson over, children. In the next class, I will take the geography lesson. Okay. For today's class, I will do the homework. Yes, homework for today, children. When did Congress Socialist Party founded? Who gave a call for total revolution? Who is known as Lokanayaka? Who is the last Viceroy of India? Mountbatten is. When did Pakistan separated from India? When did India become independent? Who is the first Prime Minister of India? Yes, this much homework you write, children. Yes, lesson over. Thank you.